Hi, Infotech students. This is Mrs. Pancoke. I'm going to be doing lesson 8 for you. So if you could open up your digital textbook to page 147, we're going to be inserting pictures. Okay, this lesson deals a lot with images, shapes, smart art, graphics, word art. So we're going to be learning how to insert pictures into our Word document. So open up Microsoft Word as the first task. We're going to be step 1, open a new blank document and type vacationing with family. Okay, select your text. Step 2, right click to display the mini toolbar. We're going to change our font to Cambria and our font size to 28, and we're going to bold it. Then it says to center horizontally on step 4, and then deselect the text. Step 5 says to press the enter key. Step 6 says to click the insert tab, then click the pictures button. Okay, when I click on that, it says then we need to locate our data file. So I'm going to go to Word, Data Files, Lesson 8. I'm going to choose the picture that says family traveling by airplane. I like to double click, or you could click the insert button. Step 9, the picture appears in the document at the cursor location, and the format tab appears with the picture tools command group. We're going to save the document as family vacation inside our lesson 8 folder. I'm just going to click there, click save. Okay, then it says pause, close the document. Okay, I'm just going to click on File New. I'm going to open up a blank document. I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to type the word hiker. Okay, select the text. Mini toolbar, we're going to change our font to Cambria. And font size of 28. Bold. And it says to center horizontally, then deselect the text and press the enter key. Step 6, locate the folder on your flash drive or your data files and click on Tourist Hiker. Whoops. Actually, yeah, okay. Instead of clicking there, we're going to go down to our File Explorer, and I'm going to click on my data files. So I need to go to my Infotech folder, Word, Data Files, and I'm going to find the Tourist Hiker file, okay, and it should open like this, okay. The next step says to switch to your Word window, and we're going to click the Insert tab, and we're going to click Screenshot button here in just a moment. Okay, on the Screenshot menu, select Screen Clipping. So I need to have my picture open. I'm going to click on the Screenshot button, and then I'm going to click on Screen Clipping. Now what happens here is that my picture becomes gray, and I'm going to draw a box around the image that I want it to copy, which is the photo here. So when I do that, voila, there comes my picture over on my document. Okay, we're going to save this document as hiker in our lesson 8 folder. Save. It says pause, leave Word open to use for the next exercise. We're going to be formatting pictures. Crop, resize, scale, and rotate the picture. I'm going to close out of this hiker document. I'm going to close out of that as well. And I'm going to close out of my picture down here, keeping my desktop as simple as possible here. So says here to open my family vacation document, which I have left open. And it says to select the picture if necessary to turn on your Picture Tools Formatting tab. Okay, in the size group, which is over here, says to adjust the height by using the arrow keys to 0.49. So I'm just going to click the up arrow until my picture gets to 4.9 inches. As you increase the height, by default, the lock aspect ratio is selected, so the width of the image also changes to accommodate the new dimensions. In the size group, click the dialog box launcher, and we're going to resize our document by clicking in the height absolution box, and we're going to type in 3.5 inches. I'm going to click enter. Okay, and my document, as you can see, got a little bit smaller. Okay, or you could have hit OK. We're going to open up the layout dialog box by clicking the size launcher. And now I'm going to, I'm on step 6, page 149, under the scale section for the height. Down here, I'm going to type 25%. And it says to press the tab key. Okay. When I do that, the width also automatically changes. And if I click OK, you can see my picture got really small. Okay. Click the size dialog box launcher again. In the absolute height value, I'm going to type 2.92. Okay, and I'm going to type where it says rotate, I'm going to type in 350. Okay, so this is going to make my picture bigger, and it's going to rotate it slightly. It says to press the tab key, and then press OK. Okay, my picture should look something like the picture on my textbook, which it does. So next, I'm going to save this document as in my Lesson 8 folder as Family Vacation 2. Save. Now we're going to use the crop button. So step 12, select the picture, and then in the size group, we're going to click on the crop button. Okay, this is what it looks like when I click the button. I have these cropping handles that appear. Position the cropping tool over the top cropping handle and then drag down until it is slightly above the pink hat. So I'm just cropping just a slight little bit of my picture, about like that. Okay, now position the mouse in the lower left cropping tool button, and I'm going to trim the image. Let's see. I'm going to drag up until it is close to the child's arm that is waving. So I'm going to drag it up about to right here. All right. And then when I release the mouse button and I click on the crop button, that part of the picture that I didn't want will disappear. So my picture right now should look something like this. Okay. You don't want to cut off too much of this other girl's body. You want to keep it so that it still looks good. And then it says that we're going to resize the image for precise measurements to 2.51 height. So up here, I'm going to type in 2.51. Makes it slightly smaller. Step 19. Let's read this. Let's take note. In cropping, you remove unwanted portions of the picture, and in scaling, the original picture is increased or decreased in size to fit the document. Let's save this as Family Vacation 3. Save. Okay. Now we're going to apply a picture style to a picture. So leaving this document open, we're going to select the picture, and we're going to go to Picture Tools Format tab. In the Picture Styles group, which is right here, we're going to click the More button to display Picture Styles Gallery, which is basically just clicking this button. It'll bring up the options here, as shown in the textbook. Hover over a few styles in the gallery and watch how the picture takes on a new look. So when I drag my mouse over these styles, the picture kind of changes its style. Eventually, I'm going to click on Bevel Rectangle, and then in the Picture Styles group, click the Picture Border button. Which is right here. Okay, I'm going to click on the arrow to display the menu, and then under weight, I'm going to change this weight to 2 1/4 point. Okay, the weight is increased, making it more noticeable. Then we're going to click on the Picture Borders button again. This time we're going to change the color of our border to blue-gray, text to darker 50%, which is that one right there. Step 9, in the Picture Styles group, this time we're going to click on the Effects button. And we're going to scroll through the effects to view the different options. Okay. Eventually, we're going to click on Shadow. And I'm going to find the one that says, under Outer, that says Offset Top. Which I think is this middle one right here. Okay, now we're going to save the document as Family Vacation 4 in our Lesson 8 folder. Changing a picture to a SmartArt graphic is next. So use the same document. The picture should be selected to display the Picture Tools Format tab. Step 2, in the Picture Styles group, we're going to click the Picture Layout button, which is Picture Styles group. Okay. Whoops, we're going to click on Picture Layout, which is actually this button right here. Okay. And then we're going to select Alternating Picture Circles, which is where are you? Alternating Picture Circles. Let's try that again. Oh, okay, it's this one right here. Okay, the preset layout appears, and when we select this, it automatically converts our picture into this layout with a text graphic. Okay, so once we get this appeared, we're going to click in the text box right here, and I'm going to type boarding airplane. If the text pane opens, you can add text by the bulleted item text. After you type text in the text pane, click the close pane. So that text pane will look like this. Okay, if I don't want that, I can close out of it. But there you have it. It says click outside the graphic to deselect it. And we're going to save this document as Family Vacation 5. Now, we're going to select the image again and continue to apply changes to the document. Step 8. On the SmartArt Tools Design tab, click the Change Colors button. SmartArt Tools Design tab, we're going to click the Change Colors button. And under Accent 6, so I have to scroll down a little bit, I'm going to choose Colored Fill Accent 6, which is the second choice right here. It then says to select the circle containing the text boarding airplane. And then I'm going to click Smart Art Tools, Format, tab. In step 10, in the Shape Styles group, I'm going to click the More button, and I'm going to select Intense Gold Accent 4. Which I think, yeah, it's this one, I think. Intense Effect Gold Accent 4. Okay, I'm on step 11. Select the circle containing the text and then click the Shape Effects button. And this time I'm going to choose Bevel, and we're going to choose the one that says Art Deco. Notice how it kind of changes back there. Art Deco is this last one. It says to click the outside circle and then hold down the Shift key and click on the inner circle. And we're going to change the size by width of 2.02. When I do that, my circles slightly change and it will look something like this, okay? Then we're going to save the document as Family Vacation 6. Okay, it then says to close this file. So we're going to close out of Family Vacation 6. And I'm going to open up my Family Vacation document out of my Lesson 8 folder. So, you could go back here to your recent documents and open it up that way, or you can, go to your Lesson 8 folder and click on Family Vacation. All right. It then says to select the picture to display the picture tools. So I'm going to click on my picture. I'm going to close out of this box here. And then step 2, in the Adjust group, you have to click on Picture Tools Format. We're going to click on Corrections. Okay, and as you scroll over these, it should change your picture. In the Brightness and Contrast section, we're going to click on Brightness plus 20, Contrast plus 20. Which is right here. Okay. It says to click the Color button, and in the Adjust group, let's see, we're going to scroll through and we're going to find Color Saturation 200%, which is this one right here. Notice how it changes my colors. We're going to click the Color button again, and this time in Tone. We're going to select Temperature 5300K. All right. The lower temperature tone creates a picture with a slightly blue tint, while higher temperature makes the picture appear with an orange tint. It says to click the Color button again, and this time under Recolor, we're going to choose No Color, No Recolor. Okay, let's make sure I did that right. No Recolor. Save the document as Family Vacation 7 in your Lesson 8 folder. Okay. Next, we're going to click on Artistic Effects. And we're going to choose the one that is Crisscross Etching. which can be hard to find. Oh, there it is. Okay, crisscross etching. All right, kind of gives our picture kind of a crackled effect, and we're going to click the save button. Okay, and then it says to close the file. We're going to open up Family Vacation again. This time I'm just going to use my recent files right here. And it says to select the picture to display the Picture Tools Format tab. This time we're going to remove the background. So you might want to remove the background if, for instance, you're trying to do some fancy effects or you're trying to make your picture kind of blend into the background. So this time, click on your picture, go to Picture Tools Format tab, and we're going to click in the Adjust group. We're going to click on the button that says Remove Background. When I do that, my picture kind of turns this pink color. The pink areas mean it's an area that's going to be erased. It says to notice that there are some small parts of the 4 people that are not selected. Click the Mark Areas to Keep button. We need to mark her hat, for instance, right here as an area to keep, as well as this girl's shirt, and maybe even this little girl's hand. Okay. Maybe this backpack, and also this guy's face is a little bit missing, as well as her hand right here. Okay. So once we have that selected, make sure it looks good. And then we're going to click on Keep Changes button. Okay, and my picture should look something like that. We're going to save the document as Family Vacation Foreground. Save it. And it says to close this document. And next we're going to open up Family Vacation 4 again. Just using my recent files out of my File Explorer. It says to turn on the Show Hide button. And then place the insertion point before the paragraph mark that immediately follows the picture. So I'm clicking before that paragraph mark, and I'm going to type the following text. So I'm going to start typing. Okay, typing away. So as you can see, I typed in my text, okay? And then at the end, I'm going to press the Enter key twice. And I'm going to type, "Don't wait, call." Okay. This should be in Cambria as well. Okay. Then it says to select the text and change the font size to 16. So I'm going to highlight all of the text, and I'm going to change my font size to 16. Okay, it says to select the picture, and on the Picture Tools Format tab in the Arrange group, we're going to click the Position button. And we're going to select Position in the top right with square text wrapping. Okay, which is this choice right here. Says to delete the extra blank line below the heading. which I think there was supposed to be a blank line there. If there is one, you just delete it. Place your insertion point anywhere in the paragraph that you keyed in step 3 and press Ctrl L, which will left align your text. And then we're going to click the image and we're going to drag it until the title is centered to the left of the image and the text is positioned at the left margin and wrapped around the picture at the top right, which should look something like this. Okay. Select the picture again, and we're going to choose picture or layout options. And this time we're going to choose text wrapping tight. Then we're going to select the don't wait call, and we're going to change the text to uppercase. And I'm going to change, so this uppercase button, the change case button will change my text without having to delete it, which is pretty sweet. Then I'm going to change my font size to 36. Step 14 on page 156, editing can take place anytime while you're working in a document. And now you want to change the content of the existing heading. Change the title to Family Vacation by selecting the title and keying the new title. So you just highlight it, and we're going to type Family Vacation. Okay. Then we're going to save the document as Family Vacation 8. Save. Alrighty. I'm going to scroll down. This time we're going to insert and format shapes, word art, and smart art. Okay. So I'm going to close out of this document. I'm then going to go to my data files. It's just easier for me to go this way. Lesson 8, I'm going to open up the travel document. And I'm going to close out of this. On the View tab, make sure that you have changed your zoom to 100%. And then on the Insert tab in the illustration groups, we're going to choose Shapes. And we're going to choose under block arrows, the curved down arrow. When you do that, you get a crosshair, and we are going to click right on top of this lady's head, and we're going to drag it over to this island. Okay, and it drags and draws this arrow for us. Then we're going to click the Drawing Tools Format tab, and in the Shape Styles group, we're going to change our shape fill because it kind of blends in with the background. I'm going to choose yellow, and then in the size group, I'm going to change the height arrow to 0.6 and the width to 1.62. Another change that you'd like to make is to increase the weight of the outline. So we're going to click on Shape Outline, Weight, and we're going to change it to 1.5 point. Under Shape Outline, we're also under Step 10, it says to change the color to light green, which is under the standard colors. So your picture should look something like this right now. We're going to save the document as Travel Outing in our Lesson 8 folder. Okay, and then it says to close the file. Next, we're going to open up Margie's Excursion in our data files. So I'm going to go back to my data files, lesson 8, click on Margie's excursion. On the Drawing Tools Format tab, we're going to click, it says, select the oval object. On the Drawing Tools Format tab, we're going to click the More button in the Shape Styles group to display the gallery. So I'm going to click right there. I'm going to close out of this. It says that we're going to click Intense Effect, Accent Blue. Blue accent. I believe Intense Effect is right here. Oh, accent 5. Okay. That'll be this blue one. Alrighty. It says to select the trapezoid, which is this one. And we're going to apply the moderate effect, gray, accent 3, 50%. I believe that would be this one. Okay. Then select the rectangle, or the regular pentagon, and we're going to select a color of gold, accent 4, subtle effect, gold, accent 4, and then select the cube, and we're going to change the cube to orange, accent 2, subtle effect. Or sorry, actually colored fill. Let's find it. Orange, accent 2, which is that one. Okay. Then it says select the cube object and click the shape outline. And we're going to choose blue gray, text to darker 50% for our color for the outline. And we're going to click shape outline and we're going to choose weight of 3 points. Step 9, click the shape effects button. Still having our cube selected, and we're going to choose shadow. And then in the outer group, offset diagonal top right. Which is that one right there. Okay, step 10, click the shape effects button, and under 3D rotation, in the perspective group, we're going to click perspective, contrasting left. That's right. I'm guessing that would be this one. Okay. Then we're going to save this document as Margie's Excursions 2. Okay. Now select the rectangle containing the 4 shapes. So that would be this whole box. I'm just going to click on the edge. Okay. And in the Arrange group, we're going to click the Position button. And we're going to position in the middle left with square text wrapping, which would be this choice right here. For this step, we're going to open Family Vacations 8. Okay, there we have that one. And we're going to select the paragraph beginning with if you are and ending with as a family. Okay, and we're going to copy it to the clipboard. So I'm just going to click the copy button. And then it says, return to our previous document. So this is Margie's Excursions 2. And we're going to place the insertion point above the caption. That would be right here. And I'm going to click the paste button. All right. The shapes remain in their position with the text split above and below them, which is correct. Then says to select the rectangle containing the 4 shapes. And we're going to click under Drawing Tools Format again, the Position button. This time we're going to position in the bottom right with square text wrapping. So I'm going to choose this one right here. Okay, and then we're going to save the document as Margie's Excursions 3. So I want to change that to 3. And then we're going to save. Okay. It says to close Family Vacation 8 file. The Margie's Excursion 3 should still be open. On the View tab, change the view to 100% if it isn't already. And then it says to delete all 4 shapes, the rectangle containing them, and the caption above. So I'm going to delete all of these items, including the caption. Position the insertion point at the beginning of the paragraph. And then on the Insert tab, in the Illustrations group, click the Shapes button, and we're going to click on the smiley face. With the smiley face shape selected, switch to the Drawing Tools form. Oh, let's see. Whoops, sorry. Basically, then you're going to draw a smiley face right here. Okay. With the smiley face selected, we're going to switch to the Drawing Tools Format tab, and in the Size group, we're going to change our size to 1.28, height and width to 1.24 inches. Okay. Click Enter. And then in the Shape Styles group, we're going to click the More button. And we're going to choose Light 1, Outline, Colored, Fill, Gold, Accent 1. Which is this choice right here. Okay, my smiley face should look like that now. And in the Arrange group, I'm going to choose the text wrapping button, and I'm going to choose Tight. The text wraps around the shape. And we're going to save this document as Margie's Excursion 4. Save. Now it says to close this file. And I'm going to open up Margie's Excursions 2. We're going to select the text, Margie's Travel Agency. And on the Insert tab, step 2, click the Insert Word Art button in the text group. Okay, I'm going to close out of this. Let's see. This over here is the Insert Word Art button, and we're going to choose the one that says Fill, Gray, 25% Background 2, Inner Shadow. Okay. It says to remove the line break to remove the paragraph mark by the heading. So I'm going to remove this line break. All right. Now it says to select the word art. We're going to go to Drawing Tools Format tab, and then the word art shape styles, we're going to click on Text Effects, and under Transform, we're going to choose Wave 1. With the word art still selected, we're going to choose Text Fill, and we're going to choose the purple color. So our document should look like this right now. And we're going to save this document as Margie's Excursions 5. Okay, and then it says to close the file. Next, we're going to reopen, let's go back here. Reopen Word. And we're going to save this document in our Lesson 8 folder as Places to See. All right. We're going to click the Insert tab, and we're going to choose Smart Art. All right. Step 2, it says to click Relationship. And then we're going to use the scroll bar to locate the equation graphic. Okay, the equation graphic looks like this. I'm going to click OK. We're going to click on this text pane button to open up the text pane. And then I'm going to type cycling. Okay, and then as you enter, the word automatically enters. We're going to close this text pane. And we're going to click in the next bubble, and we're going to type hiking. And then in the third one, we're going to type cardio workout. Now, if I hit enter back in this text pane, for instance, if I were to hit enter, it would add another bubble. Okay, which is kind of handy. But your document should look something like this with our text pane open. Okay, close the text pane, or click the text pane button to close it. On the Smart Art Tools Design tab, in the Layout section, we're going to click the More button, and we're going to choose More Layouts to open up our gallery. We're going to click on Picture over here on the side, and we're going to now choose the picture bubble, which I'm blind, but here it is, Picture Bubble List, or Bubble Picture List. And then click OK. What happens is it converts your Smart Art over to this style. And next to the cycling, we're going to click on this picture button to open up our pictures gallery box. I'm going to click Browse. I'm going to go to my data files for Lesson 8, and I'm going to click on the cycling picture, and it will be inserted into that bubble. Next, we're going to replace the word hiking with surfing. And I'm going to click on the surfing picture, and voila, there's a surfing picture here in my data files for Lesson 8. Okay. We're going to edit the cardio workout caption to say hiking. And then we're going to click on the picture, go to browser, and we're going to choose tourist hiker to add into our hiking picture. So when you're done, your document should look something like this. We're going to save it as, in our Lesson 8 folder, as tourist hiker. Save. Okay. And then it says to close the file. Voila, we are done. Go ahead and turn in your work to Schoology, and you can continue on with Lesson 8, Knowledge Assessment.